I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions, muttering. Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the tribal... Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Rollins known to be irritating. We're seeing no different now. Tossed back into the ring. Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep us cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Takedown. Looking for the crossface. It's cinched in. This could be over. Looking to free the arm and does just that. Brought in the hard way.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
That's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Caving in the abdomen.
Getting lifted to the top rope.
Uh-oh, this isn't going to end well for someone.
Up top.
Lord.
Rollins pulling out all the stops early. Roman Reigns needs to kick into higher gear to catch back up.
Rollins lining up.
Misses the target. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Getting him right into the corner. Punch right in the head.
Uh-oh.
Turning the tables.
A string of counters.
He
doing a little more softening up in the torso area.
Oh, shoulder to the gut.
Reigns so close to finishing this, he can taste it. Ending Rollins and closing the book on the Shield will be his biggest victory yet.
Schoolboy into the pin.
The champion into the pin.
Why on earth
would he give up the pin?
He's got bad intentions.
What a headbutt.
Vicious.
Versatility from Rollins. Rollins just a step too slow.
Dueling reversals.
Caught the leg. Clothesline takes him down.
Forget about it.
Boom! Read that one. Lifted and completely helpless here. Gutbuster! Moving him onto the top turnbuckle.
Rollins carefully placing his opponent on the top turnbuckle. Here it comes. Superplex. Rollins rolls through. Into the Falcon Arrow.
Two! And he fights it off.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this.
Oh my gosh, what impact.
Good defense there.
Here it comes.
Down low with the stop.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
He stays alive. He stays alive.
I can't believe it. We were a second away from a new champion.
Are we close to the start of a new reign?
What a battle Rollins has waged so far, but he's not finished yet. That hip connects from Roman Reigns.
Oh, that is going to leave a mark.
Oh, and he stops that offense.
Averting danger with an elbow to the stomach. Draped across the top rope.
Clubbing forearm. Caught in a bad spot. Oh, slam. Man.
Huge elevation on the backdrop.
Punch. Nasty. Seth losing any command of this match.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Not a good spot to be in. Oklahoma slam. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over. That it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
Reigns is wasting no motion.
The power and rage of the tribal chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Totally helpless at the moment. For the title. No, the champ holds on.
What a match. Ow! The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by shoulders down to retain. No, 2 count.
And you got to think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
Reigns hits it!
That's got to be it. consider the championship retained.
Cover! Kick out. The hope lives on. That's how much winning this title means. To give everything you've got. I don't know how much you can have left after that, but you've got to be impressed.
And Reigns absolutely can't believe it, but he cannot let that slow him down.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred...
Watch out! 5-star frog splash!
Seth with a big move there. The title is within reach.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof.
Devastating maneuver by the champion.
Shoulders are down.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exercised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the tribal chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget him.
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new Rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's Rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
Samoan drop! Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Usi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs. Mercilessly attacking over and over with no remorse. This kind of brutality is sickening.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object. Boom! Boom! Boom!
Tossed clear across that gap and crashing down into the opposite ring.
My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that.
Dropping the elbow right on the knee.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself Tribal Chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Roman's, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more. This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games. A sledgehammer, how do you recover from that? Jacob Fatu's able to dodge that.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games. He evokes the offense.
He's certainly feeling that attack. Uh-oh, has to find a way out of this.
Piercing the throat.
Just bashing them with that hammer.
Oh, my God. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here. Sending with a big boot.
Jacob Fatu's got a problem here.
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fight.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new Tribal Chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something.
But Zayn held close.
Oh, the DDT!
Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it? A disturbing impact.
Had the foresight to get out of that one. Sending him all the way over to the next ring.
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match. And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the show for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and they'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
The next entrant incoming to even up the odds. This is just turning into a savage display of violence. Come on, this has gone way too far. Just stop this already.
Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
He's definitely been worn down a little. And an inverted atomic drop. might just be watching one of the greatest matches we've seen in quite some time here. Tama Tonga doesn't seem as composed after that attack.
And more action like that might allow Jay to get the job done.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Jay nailed all of it.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits zero.
Down with a snapmare. And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
And now officially in the fray. The case to be coming in and have more friends. Look out!
Nice series of strikes capped off with a big forearm. And Jay can seal it here.
Bang! A migraine-inducing blow from that stop sign.
The WWE Universe is on its feet.
And deservedly so. Root no doubt, Sammy just ended this.
He puts him into the corner.
Red control applied. From the middle ropes, tornado DDT. And that was a clear attack to his core. Maybe seeing an opening.
Carried in a jaw-locking position here. Searching under the ring, thinking something there can give their team a boost.
Exploding the corner.
Looking under the ring for reinforcements.
He is leaving nothing to chance with these even teams. He's making... They could have got by Tama Tonga. And look out. Here it comes. Tonga twist.
Tonga could end it there.
This is what... Spinner! Jimmy with a game ender.
This can't be good. Might be going home next year.
Uso.
And it's Jey Uso. And Zayn getting knocked around there. He just got sent flying into the opposite ring. Nasty kick to the face.
Feeling like it's over for Sikoa.
Wear and tear of this match is clearly starting to get to him.
Trying to go for it again. About to end this fight.
Tama Tonga executing a vicious Tonga twist. Does that finish Sammy off? To continue through the agony.
It's obviously worth everything. Obviously worth every drop of sweat on the ground.
A lot of these attacks on his torso, on his ribs, it's got to be hard for him to breathe right now.
Just gasping for air.
And he absolutely has
Nasty boot by Zayn.
He wants to end this.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy
Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the one true bloodline.